Hello, third grade. This is Miss Siebenhausen, and today I thought we would color a lamb drawing. Remember last time we met, you drew a beautiful little lamb, and we're going to draw the lamb again, but this time we're going to draw it on colored paper. I love drawing lambs. As told you before, I lived in England when I was a little girl, and I went back to England and Scotland many times. I was fortunate enough to do that and blessed enough to do that, and I loved sitting in the field drawing lambs. So some of the lamb pictures you see, the painting in the background of this, is one of the lamb paintings that I did. But I also love doing pastel. I want you to get your picture of a lamb out. I hope it's printed, because even I, who have drawn hundreds of lambs and done many, many paintings of lambs, I still like to be looking at a photograph of a lamb to be able to do it accurately. Now, that's very forgiving because different varieties of lambs look very different. As I've said before, some have dark faces, some have spots. They're all different colors. They're somewhat of a different shape, but there is that basic shape that I showed you last time to follow. So I've got my pictures out, and I'm going to put them where I can see them. And we're going to go step by step and do our lamb. Now, all you need, really, if you don't have anything else, you need a piece of dark colored paper and a piece of white chalk. And this could even be driveway chalk. If that's all you have right now, that's fine. But if you have some nice pastels in different colors, or inexpensive pastels, that's fine too. If all you have is a piece of white chalk and you're happy to get that, good. Use white chalk. You may use a blue background. I like a blue background paper. You may do a light blue. You could do a dark blue like this, or medium. You also could use green. I'd prefer that you use cool colors. Remember the cool colors, the way to remember them is water is cool, and it's usually green or blue, and the sky is blue, and it's a color. So use a cool background. Cool colors tend to go back, and warm colors come forward. We've talked about this in class. So we're going to use white because it really shows up. And remember, you can have a piece of paper towel or Kleenex to use as an eraser. The fun thing about pastel is when you're laying it out, it's easy to erase your mistakes. I'm going to draw real dark. Again, you may draw real lightly. I'm going to start with my soft triangle. It's almost like a guitar pick, remember? And I'm going to do a long, soft rectangle. Then I'm going to join the head. Make the ears. Remember, the ears are at least as big as half the head, as sometimes even bigger. I do mine a little bigger. And then I'm going to come down here. The legs kind of come out a little bit. Remember, this back leg is like a 7 on its side, and it's wider at the top. I'll make that one a little longer. The cool thing about chalk, you can just make a mistake and change it pretty easily. Okay, I've got my little lammy. Let me do the eyes. The eyes are way over in the side. And then the nose, remember, is like a Y. So I have my basic lamb drawn. And now I'm going to start having some fun. I'm going to do the curling motion that you did with your pencil. Looks so much more fun done with the white chalk. The cool thing, you don't even have to erase your working lines much because the white chalk covers it up. Just do this nice and lightly. Leave some of the blue showing through, leave the dark showing through, or the light doesn't show up as well as you want. But this is this is called, remember I call it nerdling. It's just going round and round and round and round. And you get smaller with your little scribbles when you get up to the neck. And bigger down here on the body. It doesn't have to be perfect because leave some of the blue, like I said. And up on the back, I'm going to go over it with a little line, little zigzag line like that. Around the ears, I'm going to just go around the ears, the edge. And it quickly transforms, you know, let's see, make that a little longer. That into my little lamb. I'm gonna put a little white on the legs, but I'm leaving a little bit of dark where they connect. So there I got my little lamb. Now I'm gonna add, you could stop right there and you have a really nice little drawing. I think I'm going to put a little bit of white on the face, just a little bit. Little straight lines. Now I'm going to get a little pink. If you have pink, if you got red, you could mix a little, you could do some red and then put white over the top. I'm going to do a little pink in the ears and a little pink down by the nose. And I may put a little pink under the tail, under the arm, and the back leg, just the back leg. See how it puts a little color? I'm just barely touching it with some pink. Now you may not want to have pink in yours. That's fine too. You don't have to. Then I'm going to use some green to make grass. Now I'm going to draw the grass as it grows. That means I start at the bottom and go up. And what happens is that makes the top of the grass smaller. And I'm just putting a little, I'm not doing it all in a row like that. I'm doing it kind of curved. And you can go over the top of the legs a little bit because when they're standing down in dirt, you don't really see their feet. And I'm making it thicker in the middle, taller in the middle, and go down gradually at the edge. Now, if you have a little gold, you can put a little. The key to this is being subtle. You don't use a lot of it. And I'm going to come up here and maybe put a little gold in the face, maybe put a little gold across the back. That turns almost yellow with the white. And it makes it look like the sunshine is shining on the top of the little lamb. And then I'm going to take a little bit of purple that I had, or you could take another dark color, and make the eyes darker. I want to put a little tiny highlight back in those eyes. I'm going to add a little bit of purple underneath him like a shadow. And one more thing, I think I'm going to add a tiny bit more white on the leg, just so it shows up as it goes into the grass. All right. You could add a little bit of clouds in the sky using a similar motion, but they really have to be lightly done. I kind of think it almost takes away from the rest of the picture. I kind of like it just blended like that. And there you have your little lamb. All right. I hope you have a lot of fun doing this. And you could do as many as you want on a different colored paper. And you can add spots if you want, just like in this painting, one of these lambs that I painted have spots all over them. You can do them any way you want. All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.